Story moi hai noi tho san. Tale of the 12 Hunters. Once upon a time there was a prince who was in love with a beautiful girl who sat next to her all day and was very happy about it. Then one day, he received news that his father was seriously ill and wanted to see him before he died. He was very sad for his lover. "I have to say goodbye to you now. I gave you this ring as a souvenir. Tomorrow I will come back to look for you." He got on his horse and left. When he returned to meet his father, the king was terminally ill and about to die. The father king said, "Dear son, I want to see your face one last time before I die. I must promise my father that after he dies, I will marry according to his wishes." Then the king told him the name of a princess that she must marry. While stunned, the prince did not think. "Whatever you think, just say, 'Father, I will do as you wish.'" The king closed his eyes and passed away. The prince ascended the throne. At the end of the funeral, he had to keep his promise to his father to ask the princess, and she accepted. His first wife, when he heard the news, was sad because she was betrayed and almost died. Her father immediately asked her, "Dear child, why are you so sad? Whatever you wish for, I will give it to you." She thought for a moment and then said, "Father, I wish to invite a young woman whose face, shape, and body are exactly like me." The king said, "If it is possible, then my wish is the child will definitely come true." The king sent people to search throughout the country until he found 11 girls who looked exactly like his daughter, from face to shape, to size. When the girls arrived first princess, she made 12 identical hunting clothes for 11 girls to wear, and she herself wore one. After that, she said goodbye to her father, and with them got on horseback and went to the court of her former fiancé, whom she loved dearly. She went to ask the king if he needed hunters and if he wanted to borrow all 12. The king looked at her but did not recognize her. The king saw how beautiful they were, so he agreed to borrow them all. So they became the king's 12 hunters. The king originally had a lion. It is a strange animal that knows all mysteries. One evening he said to the king, "Biha Din Nin has 12 hunters, right?" The king said, "Yes, those are 12 hunters." The lion continued, "You're wrong, those are 12 girls." The king replied, "Definitely not true. How can anyone prove that?" The lion replied, "That's easy, just spread beans in the room and you'll know right away." Men step strongly, so when they step on the beans, not a single seed moves, but women step quickly or turn their feet, and the beans roll away. The king praises this as a good plan and has the beans sprinkled. But there is a servant in the house. The king had kindness towards the hunters. Hearing that the king was determined to test them, he ventured to tell them all and said, "The lion wants to tell the king that you are all girls." The princess thanked him and then told the girls, "Please step on the beans as hard as you can." The next morning, the king ordered 12 hunters to the room where the beans were scattered. The young girls tried to stomp as hard as they could. Their steps were so strong and sure that not a single bean rolled or moved. After they left, the king said to the lion, "You fooled me, they will definitely go away." "Step, that's a man." The lion replied, "Because." He knew that La was challenged, he tried to walk steadily. Biha let 12 spinning wheels into the room. They will be happy and come back immediately. Men never do that. The king thought it was a good plan, so he ordered the spinning wheels to be placed in the room. But the servant, who was honest with the hunters, came to reveal to them all his plans. The princess privately invited a young girl. "You guys should try not to look at the spinning wheel." The next morning, the king summoned 12 hunters. They entered the room without paying attention to the spinning wheel. The king said to the lion again, "You deceived me." "That's right, men, because they don't look at the spinning wheel." The lion replied, "Since you know you're being challenged, you'll have to endure it." But the king definitely did not trust the lion anymore. Every day 12 hunters followed the king to hunt, and the king loved them more and more. One day while they were hunting, they heard that the king's unmarried wife was coming. It's not too painful for a wife who hasn't officially married yet to hear that. His heart was pounded and he fell to the ground unconscious. The king thought something was wrong with his beloved hunter and quickly ran to save him. The king took off his gloves again and saw that the ring he had given to his wife was not there yet. See the first bottom. The king looked at her face and recognized her. The king's heart was nervous. He kissed her when she opened her eyes. He said, "You are mine, I am yours." No one in the world can change that. The king sent a messenger to meet his fiancée, asking her to return to the country because he already had a wife. Whoever has found the old key does not need the new one anymore. Then the wedding is held. The lion was forgiven because he was telling the truth. The story praises the good qualities of a girl and her eternal love. With true love, people always find lasting happiness. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.